I love the internet. It's pretty much all I do these days. Is I come home and I'll typically like clean the house and then really just like fuck around. Like I'm not doing a whole lot. I gotta be real. I'm not really doing much. That's why like when the internet goes down, it's this like big deal. You know what I mean? Like it's this like major thing where it's like all of a sudden life is at a stop. It's a standstill. There's nothing new. There's nothing fresh. Like the internet was down last night and I decided, well, I'll pop in a DVD. And I was watching some Curb Your Enthusiasm. I went and bought one of those DVDs for no good reason. I like Seinfeld. I like Larry David. The show's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I pop it in because the internet was down. And like after an episode or two, I realized that like, man, this is so limiting because ultimately that DVD is just gonna be those 10 episodes of the same show that's about the same thing, Larry David. I mean, I love to fucking sit there and just like, multitask, do many things, read some news, watch a video, some anime. Fuck around on that game Nexus I play, like anything, man. Make something, write things, you can do anything. But that's why, like, I don't know, man, like a world without internet, a world without this new connectivity we got, it's just like, it's funny to think and look back at a time, people my age, like I'm 28, so like people my age are really, I think, the last group of people to experience a childhood without this, because there was computers, man. You had a computer lab at school and it had an Oregon Trail on it, but nobody I knew, maybe because you're a millionaire, whoever you are, but, people I know didn't have no fucking computer, and if you did, the dad or whatever certainly wouldn't let you fuck with it. He didn't have Oregon Trail. He had some kind of like Quicken 1.0 or some nonsense on there. But it's just one of those things to look back and reflect and think about, and like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, people always have to attach some kind of negative thing, like, personal relationships, face-to-face encounters are now at a staggering decline. Well, good, because I didn't like talking to nobody. You know what I mean? You don't really like talking to anybody. For the most part, people suck, and you gotta deal with them. And if you could just like send somebody a quick yo on Facebook and just save yourself the hassle of a phone call in which you have to like talk for 20 minutes about nothing. It's just like with text, man. Like, text have replaced a phone call for me. I hardly call a motherfucker anymore. Like, there's no point. When you need to call somebody, you usually have one focus. One thing you gotta tell them or say to them. For example, if you're meeting somebody for lunch. Hey, Chris, 12 o'clock, El Ranchero, I'll be there. I could just send that in a text and that's going to be enough. Like, that's all I had to say. I didn't need to call them and be like, sup, what are you doing? Cool. Oh, yeah. And all those, like, polite pleasantries you have to waste your breath on. I hate that nonsense. But, I think I'm running a little late here. I got to get back to doing nothing. So, peace out.